Okay, now we're streaming. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Team Vitality Live TV chat. And today's topic is what was the hardest thing to reset when we got started? And we're each going to share what one simple change was that you can relate with us and what our stories were and how you can implement it in your reset journey. So, first one up is going to be Hannah. Go ahead and take away, Hannah.
Thank you, Carol. And I have to be honest, living in France, the hardest thing to let go was cheese. And first of all, it's not that uh, since the beginning, when I started my healing journey, I found out that I was lactose intolerant. And even if I love cheese, I could see that it just doesn't serve my body very well. But one simple step is just swap cheese for um, hemp and cashew cheese, which I just recently found out how easy it is because I used to do my own non-dairy milks. And if you make cashew and hemp milk, you can use the what you're left with to make your own cashew hemp cheese with nutritional yeast. And it's really, really amazing. It's yummy, and I definitely encourage you to try that. And even if you can swap that cheese once a day or even during our whole reset for 10 days, it's gonna really make a huge change in your life. Okay, so who's next? Yvonne.
Hi, thank you, Hannah. I'm on the opposite side of the globe. So I'm Yvonne, and I live in Evans, Colorado, in the wonderful country of the USA. And we have a lot of sugar. So that's our challenge here. And of course, it's very addictive. And so I'm so grateful for the simple way I was shown to take steps to take the process to get away from sugar. So now my life is smarter and it's actually sweeter because I can actually taste things as they really are. And I did a program that's called Shred 10, and I also was shown the macronutrition with the plant-based protein shakes because I did 10 days without sugar, and I did great the first 2 days. The third day was really tough, but the shake took care of the withdrawals from the sugar in 10 minutes, you guys. And it's been sweeter since. Thank you. And next person is Wendy.
Thanks, Yvonne. So one of the things that can be really challenging is moving away from processed food and what we don't always realize is processed food. Like, obviously, we're going to recognize Doritos as processed food, right? And Oreos, those kinds of ultra heavy processed food, but we don't always realize other things can count as processed food. Like, what's an example? Pasta, for example. I mean, that's technically, by definition, a processed food. And we're not saying don't eat pasta. I mean, there's some really good, like, chickpea and lentil pastas out there that really have a lot of nutritional value. But for the intention of something like this reset, taking 10 days to just really shift your mindset about how you're looking at your food and really putting whole foods on your plate. You can make potatoes, you can make sweet potatoes, you can make your own pasta out of zucchini or a butternut squash or whatever. These are really easy things to do. So it's about stretching yourself a little bit further in a direction that you might not normally think about. Now, if you're brand new to a reset, if you've never done one before, you might want to start, kind of figuring out where you want to really focus. But for those of us who do this month to month and we want to continually up our game, these are really great ways to think about food with intention, to really put some heart and soul into what is going on our plate and benefit our health in the meantime. Andy.
Thanks, everybody. I'm loving all of these tips and remembering how it can feel hard to do, to adopt the things that are in our reset, all at once. And one of the things that we suggest is just one simple change. So taking one of those things at a time. We cut out gluten and dairy and caffeine and alcohol and processed foods and sugars. And so it feels like if you eat all of those things, it can feel hard to cut all of those things out at once. So in the beginning for me, I didn't cut out caffeine. I was one of those people that was like, don't take away my caffeine. I would get like the red eyes, because I felt like I needed that to survive. Right now, I know, of course, that we do not need caffeine to survive. So if you're one of those people, trust me, you can get out of that reality slowly but surely. But we add things in. We add in, and attempting to eat or drink anything that, you could drink non-caffeinated coffee if you drink coffee and like the taste of coffee. I actually at this point don't even really love the taste of coffee anymore. I like the smell of it. But I don't even love the taste of it anymore. So that's fascinating to me. But I started using a product called Dandy Blend, which is a dandelion coffee, which I actually drank back in Scotland when I lived there. I was never even a coffee drinker growing up or, in college. I got into caffeine way later in life. And so it was fun to go back to that dandelion tea that I drank when I wasn't a caffeine drinker before that. So, and then there's another product called Teachino, which is based on chicory. So there's lots of products that can mimic that ritual of drinking coffee, because I think that's what most of us are addicted to. Yes, we are addicted to caffeine, but we can get over that addiction pretty quickly. Caffeine is like a 3 to 7 day addiction. It's not a 21 day or like maybe, some of the sugar can be tough for sure. But I think we can get over that hump pretty quickly. And in this reset, that's what we do. We help, our customers get over those challenges pretty quickly. So within 6 months, and I did that reset 6 times before I gave up caffeine. So, you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. Pass it over to you, Lori.
Thank you, everyone. I love these simple tips. And I'll tell you my simple tip, because it is to drink more water. Like, you never see me without this. I mean, I have my bottle with me everywhere where people think I'm drinking vodka all day. But it's so important. It is like the simplest thing that you can do, and it will make a massive difference in your health journey. So drink your water. And so thank you for being here. We love that you tune in and take the time to hear our message every Monday. So keep doing that. And if there is someone that you're thinking of, as we're talking about all these different topics, please share this video, whatever video it is that you're watching. Share the live with them, invite them to come and be on our page. We're trying to bring value here and with these free resources, and we have lots of them. So appreciate you all. Hope you have an amazing week, and we'll see you next Monday.